Good evening, everybody, and thank you once again for joining us for the Malaga Cast live stream for tonight's game against Atletico Madrid B. You're going to be joined tonight by myself, Nick Bell. As you can see, Alex Ashmore is here, and we are shortly to be joined by Luke Chambers as well for a real trio of UK-based Gearys to run us through this English alternative commentary. So we're only just shy of 4 minutes away from kickoff. We've already got some comments rolling through. Good evening to Dr. Me VIP. Good evening, Paul. But more importantly, Alex and Luke, good evening to you too.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Excited for this one. First game back at home. Bounce back after a defeat last week. If we can get 3 points today, I think that will really set the ball rolling and get everyone excited for this season.
Yeah, feeling really confident tonight, guys. I think it's the team what a lot of us wanted to see.
Even with Roberto in it.
We've got another signing. I've gone against my will. We have a sponsorless third shirt.
You're a heathen.
I could not wait.
I don't know if I could sit here all night and look at that.
I couldn't wait.
I did wonder, to be fair, when you came on, I was going to say, Luke's really gone against the grain here for wearing Malaga shirts to the live stream. I know it's a bit here, there for the actual podcast, but then when I saw you had your thing up to your neck, I was thinking,
one of the hottest days at year.
Yeah. So is it as disgusting in real life as it is?
Yeah, it's vile. It is vile.
60 quid well spent, yeah.
I don't know about you, Nick. Do you feel like it's a different kind of Hummel fit, like a bit of a tighter fit kind of thing?
It is. I didn't know if it was. Well, I didn't know if it was Hummel, if it was me.
It's Hummel.
I'm glad I'm not the only person that said it, but they are a little bit tighter this year. So even like the larges that I wear,
definitely,
were a bit snugger than usual for the away one I've got. I'm not too sure about the home one. Maybe we can ask Matt Harrison, who's out there at the minute sporting his brand new Malaga home shirt too. So just as we're only a minute away from kickoff, some more comments streaming through here. And Paul says, well, hey, well done, Luke Lag. I think he really enjoys your shirt. Paul, I think, was the first person to own the trio this year. And Ignacio says, good evening, boys. Where can people watch the game online? Any leads? Well, the official one that we have is FEF TV, buddy. If you sign up now, I believe you can still get a free trial for 7 days, or it is €9.99 a month to be able to watch Malaga Club the football play against Atletico Madrid B this evening. And that's how we're going to do it. We are hoping this setup's all going to work, but very quickly, let's remind ourselves of the team tonight. So Piers Sarah's rung the changes. And as Luke said before, I think for the better after that opening game against Castellón. So in goal, we have got Alfonso Herrero, hopefully not going to knock himself unconscious tonight. It's a back four of Joaquin, Aina, Monte, and Victor. A midfield trio of Gennaro, La Rubia, and Dani Lorenzo. And then up top, we're going to have Roberto, Dione, and Kevin. What do you guys think of that with 30 seconds to go?
I'm quite happy with it, actually. I think apart from Roberto, I beg his belief of how he's still got a place in the side. I'm just sort of a bit confused.
He must be doing something right in training, I guess. Hopefully we can see the best of him. I'm not convinced, but we're all Malaga. We're all ready.
You're only saying that because you got heat back on Twitter. For your harsh words, but only 5 seconds out now. Prosan, who's joining us from Prague once again, welcome to yourself. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry that FEF TV doesn't appear to be working for you there. I think we had a similar issue with somebody in the US earlier too. So again, if you would like us to write to FEF TV and just give us the nod, and we'll be happy to do so. Paul Hennigan once again says, fit-wise, I mean, not as tight feeling as the others. So maybe there's something that he knows that we don't. But
guys, have we got any score predictions?
Oh, that's a big question. That's a big
Do you
question.
want my hopeful one or my realistic one?
We'll start with hopeful because I've got a slight feeling realistic might not be as good.
Hopeful, 1-0 Malaga. Realistic, 0-0.
0-0. I'm hoping for a 2-0 Malaga.
Well, Roberto's showing
White,
early signs here.
Luke White, I got it off Classic Football Shirts, mate.
Yes, all three are available on there as well, aren't they?
I bit the bullet with a sponsorless.
I was going to say, I thought you said you weren't going for a sponsorless one.
I thought the next time I go, I will be spending a hell of a lot. And I thought, well, which one am I not going to be that bothered about? And I thought, me and Laura are on about, this is not a shirt you walk to the shop in, or it might be a nice beach shirt when you've got a nice tan. Oh, great chance there.
Oh, Kevin with the cross in. Going towards the back post. Big header. Lupin. Goal! Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Bought that one in.
Nick, what's your timer?
I'm currently at 1 minute 25.
Alex, are you same?
I'm 135 now.
Yeah, I'm 140 now.
Well, I've got this going on my phone. I've got the red screen of death on my laptop, and I've got an error message on my iPad. So it's going well.
Us. It's fine. So yeah, I'm now at 153. So I've just moved my
you're like 2 seconds behind. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine. That's just language.
To be honest, you can't pause it, can you?
No. I think you can. So like last week, I was watching it behind, but I could see when I came off my screen that I was like a few seconds away. But yeah, maybe the Wi-Fi is just a little bit quicker in Yorkshire tonight. Alex, God knows what's going on in Norfolk. Do you have Wi-Fi? Or are you still on dial-up?
No, we've got
people that are young enough. You probably don't know what dial-up is, if I'm honest with you.
I've heard of it, but I've never used it.
Oh, that's terrible. I've heard of it. So more of the ones coming in. JJ says, hi, on Wednesday I visit La Rosaleda. Today I'm back home. Vamos Malaga. Must be for anyone who goes to Malaga and is a Malaga supporter. Just go for that tour around La Rosaleda. It is brilliant just to see the tunnel and things like that. Luke says he's going bold. He's going for 3-1 tonight. Jens Pap, he also says 3-1. A lot of people thinking we're going to score 3. Alex is cursed. Ignacio says, Luke, that's the one you wear when you go running at night or you have to bail out of a boat.
I totally agree, Ignacio. Totally agree.
Yeah, there'd be no searching for the Titanic in that one if you needed it. So, Luke, I've already seen tonight as well that you've got your bucket of beers ready to go. So maybe we'll start with a little bit of
this was actually this was a wedding day gift, and I've waited 2 months for this.
I've got the same one as well. And it came with lots of bottles too, which is brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Something you're noticing already, guys. The players seem to be getting La Rosaleda hyped. Every time they've got a chance, they're waving their arms, getting that crowd going.
Well, that's what you want. There is a absolute mammoth crowd there, potentially. We'll find out the exact figure later, but on latest count, if all 16,000 season ticket holders are there, plus the 5,200 tickets that have been sold for this, then there could be over 21,000 people in there tonight, which for the third tier of Spanish football is absolutely insane. Oh, here comes Danny Lorenzo now, stealing down the left-hand side, inside towards Victor, but no, La Rubia, sorry. But I'll tell you what, boys, we're on top here, must be said.
We are.
Does it sound to you like we're on top, Alex, or can you actually see it yet?
I lost the stream again, and I'm trying to get it back.
Alex, were it doing the loading bar thing?
Well, so I had it, and my phone decided to switch off, and now I've tried to log back in, and the game doesn't exist according to FEF TV anymore.
Oh dear!
It's
finished. That's not good. That's not good.
Keep persevering there. JJ says as well, he'll be back next year. Respect Malaga Club to Football, and also from the Czech Republic as well. So, seeing we've got quite a few people tuning in from the Czech Republic tonight, which is always nice to see. Do let us know where you're watching this stream from tonight too, because it's always nice to know where our fellow Gearys are around the world. We're all UK based, but I'm sure we all wish we lived somewhere else at this moment in time.
I've now got the loading bar. It's starting.
You're all just cursed. You're all cursed. I'm still fine here with my 4-second delay. Einar cleaning up nicely here as well. I hope he has a good game today because I was so close to naming him my Biznaga last week. But he just those two mistakes for me. Oh, through ball hit.
Go.
Right, finish. Oh, what a! Is that a save?
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's a save. What a great save that is. But that's what you want from Dione, isn't it? To just get himself into the box, make himself a nuisance, and really cut back onto that there. So Jens says from NI, but originally from Germany. I assume NI is Northern Ireland, but you might need to correct me on that one. And Frederick once again joining us from Norway. Always nice to hear all these lovely places.
And Paul Henahan, -1 in Dundee. It seems like a warm night in Dundee, Paul.
I'm glad I'm correct, Jens. I absolutely love it over in Northern Ireland. Always enjoy my trips to Derry for work, and what a magnificent place it is. Might even be going to watch Derry City in a couple of weeks' time, so I'll be back-to-back footballer nights, which I'm sure my wife isn't too pleased about. But just
jumping in after the replay there, that save was unbelievable.
Oh, it was brilliant. Not to be sort of Atleti are really good at producing goalkeepers. Let's put it that way. Think of the ones who've had come through their academy over the years.
Definitely.
Even off the top of your head, the Gea. I don't know if these all came through the academy, so to say, but they were part of the setup at one point. De Gea, Courtois, Oblak, they're just a conveyor belt for goalkeepers.
Definitely. They build a base. They definitely build a base.
It is. Baha also watching from Norway as well, so we're getting a few people from Norway too, which is always nice to see. And Paul, obviously, from the mighty nation that is Scotland, very much not part of England, as Chris Marquez alluded to on the Q&A pod we did on Friday. I can only apologise for him on that behalf. But I'll tell you what, lads, just looking at the stadium here on the camera, it does look quite full, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's insane how they turn out week in, week out for him.
How jealous of you are the people that are there, like watching Carl and Matt.
Absolutely unbelievable. The one thing what you do miss with FEF TV is the atmosphere, because we've all been there, and the atmosphere is absolutely insane in that stadium.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I imagine if we switched mute off, to be fair, we'd be able to get that. I did try to find a way I could get like
just the atmosphere,
sort of like whether you could switch off commentary, but I thought if I mess with it too much, then I might end up in the same position as Alex. Still without Alex, or you managed to find a way?
I'm back on.
B.
Malaga, a throw on goal.
Go.
And who is that?
Roberto!
No.
Surely not.
He's got the Midas touch.
Told you Robbie Toe tonight. Vamos!
Robbie Toe.
9 minutes on the clock here. Malaga 1, Atletico Madrid B 0. It is a goal from that man, Roberto, the man who we completely slagged off on the pod early this week. Lovely cut inside from, I think it's, who's that that's just cut it inside from there? La Rubia?
Kevin, is it? No,
I don't know. I think it's La Rubia. I think it's 10 on the back of it. But
that is a great finish.
Straight onto a place from him. The racket is me celebrating Malaga finally scoring a goal, so get your backside back to bed.
Look at that. The Fondasur.
Go back to bed.
Where's Chris? Where's Chris?
Well, they've clearly all been told to wear white tonight.
Yeah,
I meant to ask Chris this. Because he went in his a Lesse shirt, which I assume is like the Spanish version of Stone Island. Because, he's that way inclined as our Mr. Marquez. Yes from everybody. Roberto from Luke. Always rated Roberto, says Irish vlogger. So did we, if we're honest. There's a player in there. Dr. Me VIP. I did say Roberto to score in the Telegram group. Are you in the Telegram group?
Didn't I say that we should put him in a starting 11? I think he's offensive.
You can't flip a flop like this all season, Alex. I'm being perfectly honest with you, but
I will.
I'll tell you what, refreshing to be ahead in the first 10 minutes, isn't it?
We look so confident as well. Very, very confident.
It is, and this is a team that probably no slouches, as we've said. They are, the second string to one of the best football clubs in Spain from a footballing perspective. Kevin here just skips past 4, 5. Big challenge that though. To be fair, he looks hurt.
Very big.
As he goes down. Hopefully he's all right. He's getting back to his feet now. Just wants to check out the other man as the game's put to a stop. It's number 6 who's down. If I refer to my
in Jay, is it?
And
Diani.
Oh well, it's all gone now. It's all gone too. Part on my iPad. Oh, there we go. Yes, it is Indiani. But
the thing is, guys, like you all know, we've not been in many winning positions. It's vital now that we try and get that second goal, get a backstop, because at the end of the day, these boys don't know how to win.
Well, everyone's going for 3-1 here. Alex, I don't know if I heard what you said in terms of a prediction. Did you make one or?
I did. So I said realistic 0-0, hopeful 1-0.
Well, your excitement is being answered here right before our eyes. Maybe I've got the benefit of seeing the first 12 minutes, but you know what? I'm going to say we're on for a... I'm not going to say it out loud, actually. I don't think I want to.
Yeah. Let's calm down. Let's calm down.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, let's be positive. I'm going for a bloody shoe in here.
Oh, dear.
I reckon this could be 3 or 4,
Ooh.
What a game to go pick.
Salud, Nick.
Salud.
Salud, Al.
He's got his water, don't you worry.
The water.
Going crazy tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Quick update, lads, from around the grounds. We've got Atletico San Luqueño 2, Merida 1. Linares and Granada 0-0. Malaga 1-0. Murcia 0, Cordoba 2. And the Balearic Derby, Ibiza, Atletico Baleares 0-0 after 10 minutes.
The Balearic Derby. Like it. Evening, Matt. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. If you're not aware, we are now 1-0 ahead through Roberto. Don't know if I can bring myself to say it.
We can't
He's
believe
going to
it.
score a hat-trick tonight, isn't he? He's going to throw an absolute hat-trick. Oh, dear. I forgot what I was going to say, because Chris is now actually at the game. I assumed that he was, with his wife on a birthday, which is scandalous, really, but fair play. If he managed to do it, then fair play. But yes, it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? He's not here to do all the updates and things like that, is he? So we're trying to all do this at the same time as do everything else. So we're going to have to actually remember we have Twitter and things like that to do. Oh,
I can confirm, guys, joining the Geary cast is very, very busy.
It's intense, isn't it?
It certainly is, mate. It certainly is. Frederick, I feel so sorry for you, mate. All I can say is next time you go to the Costa del Sol, get a big shipment of Victoria, because as you'll know, it's the greatest drink we've got. And Matt, yeah, it's 1-0, mate. Roberto with a great goal. And yes, I bit the bullet. I went for the sponsorless. I just couldn't wait any longer, mate. It's a bit of an electric shirt, if anything.
See, I think this one's quite bold, but then I'm now not feeling that bad about it being so kind of like out there in comparison to your lime green and pink shirt.
If it didn't have a Malaga badge on it, it's a £1.50 shirt in a charity shop, basically. But I could not, when it's got that, I can't look by it. Here we go. Nah, that's Roberto. We know. Corner.
That's him. He's back.
Corner ball.
So Frederick says he has to go to Sweden to get it. That is dedication, to be fair.
Worth it. Worth it.
But it is worth it.
Is that?
Yeah,
That sounds like, I know it's Norway to Sweden, but that sounds like quite a trek still.
I suppose it depends which part you're going to and from. Like, if you live on the border and you're just going to the other side of it because there's a pub there that you know that has it, then fair play. But if you're going from like Oslo to Stockholm to do it, that is crazy. Well, looping header here, or well gathered by the goalkeeper.
I know it's very early. It's very early still, but I can't really see what Atletico's game is, if you know what I mean. They're not keeping the ball.
No, they're really not. And Kevin once again causing all kinds of
looks
trouble
on
down his
fire.
left-hand side. He looks like he's raring to go, doesn't he? He just looks like he's cracking on with it and doing brilliantly. Were you surprised to see Sangali not in this game? Like, is there something I've not heard, or is it a tactical decision? But for me, he didn't put much of a foot wrong in the last match. So, why is he not involved? Do you think, or is it just literally?
Maybe. I mean, like we said the other night, it seemed like a centre midfield were unknown a little bit the other night. However, I think Sangali was one of the players who wanted to get hold of the ball. Maybe,
yeah, because this is a deeper play in La Rubia here.
Yeah, it is. It is
in the middle as well, where he actually looked very exciting out on the right hand side when he came on for Dione.
Yeah.
Do we think Pearson doesn't know his best 11 yet? I think that probably is a fair assumption, but also it's the second game of the season.
Yeah, there won't be many managers. There won't be many managers who knows the best 11 yet.
I think if you did, it'd be the ones that have sort of like Matt's alluded to before. That carry on the project. People like Cathleon, that know that. Did you see that Escassi as well is actually captain for Ibiza for tonight too? So he's definitely getting a yellow card. Lump on that. Big kick.
What kind of reception do you think Escassi and the rest of the guys will get when they come to La Latereda?
I think Escassi will get a good reception.
Yeah,
he's not left under any kind of animosity. I think, dare I say, Alex Gaillard as well will do. I think I can't really blame him for not leaving, but sort of not sticking around either, because I don't think he obviously had a great season with us, but for obvious reasons. So maybe just needed a change of scenery to do that. And then Javi Jimenez. Well, Javi Jimenez is Javi Jimenez. You could be stood next to him at the bus stop and you'd maybe not even realise that he was there. You know what I mean? So
I thought when Javi Jimenez came to Malaga, I thought he attempted to steady left back, and then he had a couple of moments of madness. Zaragoza away, which cost us big points. And then
here he comes again. It's Roberto cuts it back on, and then he falls on the ground. Okay.
Roberto.
This is looking good, to be fair. He's still fair play to him. He's getting into positions here. He's sort of, really leaning on the shoulder of the last man to, get the better of him. That's a big challenge, but it falls away. It's 3-on-2 now to Atleti.
Stand up.
Gone across. Oh, well done.
Good defending.
Victor, good defending. And now Malaga back in numbers to defend. Ball whipped in by Atleti. Cleared once again. Just can't seem to get the ball off at the minute. Try not to give away the free kick. And handled well. Kevin brings it away, and Malaga win the free kick. So slightly dangerous there, but.
What did you guys think of the stats? What we found earlier about Malaga having the fourth youngest team in the league? Like, if you remember a long time ago, we had a quite heated discussion in the community, didn't we? Is youth the right way? I think it is.
I think I can't remember who it was that you sent a screenshot of that made a good point of the other three teams that are younger than us are all B teams. So effectively, it makes us the youngest team in the league.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm all for youth, but at this level, I don't know.
Well, you say that. You say at this level. Obviously, we can't pretend to be experts at this level by any stretch of imagination. But I don't think it's a coincidence that there are so many B teams that are ending up in Segunda if playing the kids at this level doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? In the last few years, we've seen, Villarreal B, Real Sociedad B, Castilla were up there at one point. These guys are in contention. Granada are in there as well. So there is a lot of youth knocking around in this league, really, whether we like it or not. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. And, there's benefits to experience, but there's benefits for youth as well. And I think what Paysair wanted was more of an even blend, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, definitely.
But he's got what he's got to work with. I know me and Chris were having a very heated debate at stupid o'clock at night about it on an Arcuric group. But it is what it is. Frederick says, who do you think is likely to win the league? Taking for granted it won't be Malaga, even if I do hope so. I think, to be fair, watching Castellón, would you agree, guys, that they're in with a shout?
Yeah,
I definitely.
I would put them as favourites. I think they're obviously an experienced side. You'd say out of the relegated teams, I can't see any of them going back up this season. Usually teams come down, you think, in this case, Malaga would be an exception, but usually when teams come down, you think they'll bounce back. But I think the teams that have come down, no offence to them, this is about their level sort of yo-yoing between Segunda and Primera. Yeah. So I think, one of the teams that has been in this division for a while is probably going to be more favoured as to one of the relegated teams.
Well, that's it. I think maybe the exception I'd say to that, Alex, is Ibiza, but only because so recently they got themselves out of this league, and not necessarily down to the signings they've made. Again, a lot was made that look who they've signed. They've shown ambition, and you're like, well, they've signed as many players as we have, all for free transfers too, and they've signed actually 3 players that we didn't want. So what does that say in the grand scheme of things? But I think them, and is it Real Murcia? They look like they're favourites.
Murcia were the original bookie favourite. Yeah, Cordoba's done a lot of good work in terms of the transfer. But one thing I have noticed recently, I think non-league's a harsh word for this level, because a lot of teams, there's a lot of attraction to these teams. Some of the players what are dropping down to this level. Obviously, when we got relegated, players are leaving and we're thinking they don't want to play at this level. But a lot of players are coming of standard. I think I saw Castellón signed a player from what they call Union Saint-Gilles, who was in the Champions League from Belgium.
Yeah.
And Fabrizio Romano, we're making out that this kid is only 19 and he's going to be something special. So for them to attract that kind of player.
Yeah, well, I think we had that discussion, didn't we, Alex, in the pre-season? Gone, in theory, it is non-league, but for me, if you're a professional football club, full-time football club, then it's not. This is the top division of the the actual Primera or FAF. Do you know what I mean? So would they see it as thing just because it's not La Liga? That'd be like saying that the Championship is non-league because it's not part of the Premier League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be the equivalent because if you had a Premier League 2, for example, then that would be the same kind of thing. So I think you're 100% right. I think there maybe needs to be more respect and credence put on this league because it looks tough.
Definitely. Kevin's looking like prime Maradona here. There's going to be
let's not fan that particular fire.
There's going to be a certain Welshman in La Rosaleda right now having a very good time.
Yeah, I think maybe even, it's difficult. I think my TV is about to blurt out loud football noises.
Oh. For someone so young, I expect to be quite hip with technology and such.
I'm really not. I'm sort of, I get it working, but I'm that sort of, that meme where you see you're someone, old person impressed, and it's when you change your HDMI 1 to HDMI 2 on your grandma's telly. Silicon Valley
That's
wizard.
my dad.
That's me.
No, to be fair, I'm feeling it at the minute. My age, my daughter broke my glasses like a week and a half ago, so that's why I'm quite like squinty at the minute because I'm trying to see what the football is because I can't actually see where the ball is. But yeah, starting to really feel my age at the minute, which is not great.
What minute are you guys in?
Say again?
25, 35.
Yes, that's where I am as well. Seems like we're on.
JJ, absolutely love that optimism.
Yeah, and Matt also saying non-league to me refers to semi-pro leagues. Yeah, exactly,
Matt. You're spot on.
I also feel like non-league is a very English term.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, maybe there is, but if I feel like non-league, you can't really sort of bring that across to other countries. It feels like it's very specific to England.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if that's the way it's described, then I don't know how you would look into this, but if there was a team in this league that had maybe like a couple of players who were postmen and plumbers during the week, and they only trained twice a week, but I'm fairly certain that every team in this league trains every single day, all playing pretty decent stadiums. So it's not what it says on the team.
There's players on this pitch, and a lot of players, I guarantee they're at menus, not taking on thousands of euros. I've been to watch non-league today. Non-league is training twice a week, making maybe a couple hundred a game. Not this.
Yeah, do you reckon any of these lads are on Luke Chambers' money? at prime, Luke. That's what it is.
Prime.
Reckon any of them have to pay to play?
Yeah. Anyone in mind, Alex?
Well, I'll tell you what, it seems to have gone a bit slower these last 10 minutes for me.
Yeah,
I think Atleti seem to be getting a bit of a foot on the ball a bit more. They seem to be passing it around a bit more comfortably. Bearing in mind there are potentially 20,000 Malaguistas in the stadium tonight. It's quite a daunting prospect, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if many of these, besides maybe a pre-season friendly with the first team, if many of these Atleti players have actually played in front of crowds like this. Probably not.
And they actually, do you reckon this is still the case, Alex? Do they still share their stadium with Rayo Maya Honda?
I'm fairly certain. Well,
yeah,
so Atleti's training ground is Rayo Maya Honda. It is where Rayo play. So it's that training.
So it's the other way around then.
Yeah. So it's sort of just outside Madrid in a town called Móstoles. And it's got a whole training complex. It's got many different pitches.
Yeah.
And
Amorebieta is back playing at not to excuse me.
I had this the other day, Nick.
Athletic Club's training ground still.
I think so,
okay, Lasama.
Yeah, that's the beast.
Yeah. I fun fact, went there when I was 16 and met Kepa Arrizabalaga and said hello to Ernesto Valverde when he was manager.
Well, he's back there now as well, isn't he?
His first spell, which feels like a long time ago.
Must have been ages ago. Must have been when you were in nappies. Jens says he's disappointed we couldn't keep hold of Alex Calvo. Do you guys agree with him on that front, or do you think it was a too good of an opportunity to turn down at the time? For both
I think it was too good. I mean, another question is, could you see Alex Calvo in this team?
To be honest, I think he would play at this level, and I get that he was a good quality player, but he's so unproven. He played
he's raw
at Segunda. He scored one goal, a magnificent goal, although, but still very unproven and raw. So I think in terms of risk, to take the money that we got for him now, I think is a smart piece of business.
Yeah,
but he started every game for Andorra so far.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's not gone there to make up the numbers, has he?
I think Andorra's one of the favourites for promotion as well.
Has he scored for them this season?
I don't think so.
I don't think he scored, no, but he's played a couple of 90 minutes, if I remember rightly. So, He's out there. I think Christian is maybe not as impactful so far. I think he's made a couple of substitute appearances from what I remember. So again, I think it's it's always sad to lose players of dynamic, but it's a story of Malaga. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, they get these decent youngsters and they do tend to move on elsewhere. Whether it's the last two that have gone, Ontiveros not too long ago, El Rata. So
Casas, players like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the talent. I think I've got to totally agree with what Frederick said as well. Boys, we was a bit disappointed last night not to see a third striker come in.
Well, who's the second striker?
The man. Oh, the second striker is our top goal scorer this season.
Yeah.
Or is he our first striker?
Joint with Genaro.
I think that's exactly it, and I think that's where the frustration for PSL is going to be. The recruitment, what that he wanted wasn't exactly there. But for me, you've got to look at Dione as your main striker, and then you've got two supporting acts. One of them was supposed to leave yesterday, but he didn't in the end. He decided to see it out, and whether they come to a mutual termination in the future, I'm not too sure. But we have got Roberto and Lauren Zuniga as well. So, we have technically got three players that are all looking to play in three positions, if you count some of the wingers we've got as well. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
No.
Shot from distance hit. What a save. But that parry again, honestly. What is wrong with him? What's the matter with him? Oh, has anyone got Manolo Reyna's number? Jesus Christ.
The players had the shot. He's hit it well, but it's straight at Herrero. Very similar to Castellon. Palmed it straight back out to their centre forward and a very easy finish.
Nick, what did you say about thumping?
Say again, sorry?
Did you say something? I'm feeling a thumping today.
I was feeling it. I think I've cursed us on that front. I'm just trying to see who's got the goal here.
Diego Brie, number 7. Diego
Brie. Right then. So
this I don't know about you guys though. This is prime, like we said earlier. Malaga needed to keep when they had that tempo, go for that second goal. It seems like we've got the goal and then either sat off or.
But this is exactly what you were saying, Alex, on the pod this week. We don't mind a goalkeeper getting down low and deflecting a ball, but it's what you do afterwards there, where it's hitting him in with his arms. He's not parrying properly. He's not getting the ball out of danger. Paul says, obviously, he's had the shot with power, not much he could do. But, Paul, they do this week in, week out. They train for these kind of things to be able to get over that. Oh, dear. Well, just after the half-hour mark, then at least it's Malaga 1, Atletico Madrid B 1. Still plenty of football still to go. I think we still have been the better side, but we've allowed ourselves to be pegged back here, which is not ideal.
No.
And Malaga have got to go again. For me, they've got to go and get a goal before half-time, if they really want to, have that thumping that I was hoping. But the 3-1 still on.
Yeah, a few guys have said 3-1. Definitely.
Paul, not for me. The shot was close range. Well, we'll agree to disagree. I suppose on the other side of it as well is that, we've been caught out there by an error for the original through ball. So
I don't know if you guys have seen the Gary Cast chat, but Chris has just messaged 18,885 fans in attendance tonight, which is insane.
Pretty astonishing, that is.
Absolutely insane. But it's important now that we know the Malaguistas don't ever stop, but we've got to keep them on side. We've got to keep at them and get at these young Atleti team.
Well, this is what they'll do. The Atleti will take the patient build-up and they'll take the chances as well. We just got to make sure that we don't play into this game plan that they have really, and find ourselves, put on the back foot before half time, because they have grown into this so far.
Yeah,
To be perfectly honest with you.
The thing is as well, the Athletic team, like we'll know, and Malaga's going to find out this season, a point away from home is always good. These probably won't come at us too much if they don't have to, but if they smell a bit of blood, like we said before, with the manager Luis Tevere, he's a civilian. He's going to want to win.
He really is, which is obviously again quite concerning. So no matter, we go again, 1-1 here at La Rosaleda, and Malaga with it all still to do now. So here comes his man straight again, Diego Breeze, shot from distance. I thought he'd done it again. Then I thought he'd actually done it again. Oh, I tell you what, I've not done. I've not put up our beautiful little scoreboard for this week. When we were 1-0 up for so long.
Kevin, come on.
You can change it to 1-0 and just hope that.
What, and just hope their goal gets disallowed.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah,
6.5 minutes after.
VAR comes into play for some weird reason.
Oh, there we go.
We could just fool everyone that we're good. Keep it at 1-0. Update our own league tables.
That's the living the bliss, isn't it? With Gennaro and Victor on this left-hand side. Oh, Gennaro gets it. Oh, nicely done.
Well done.
Get that ball in the box. Ball in. Oh, big clearance. Win it back from there and throw in. What a shame. Yeah, Paul, if you did it there, then I give you that one. Yeah, to be fair, I genuinely did think he'd done it again. Just must like to parry down low.
Guys in the chat, are you? Is everybody happy with Herrero? I mean, I personally think he's going to be a good goalkeeper. He seems commanding enough, but maybe like a lot of goalkeepers. I mean, a lot of people know goalkeeping's a dangerous game. You make one error, you're the villain. You make one save, it's just a general thing. So what are we happy with Herrera?
I think Herrero does both. He makes the save and then makes himself the villain.
He's a David De Gea.
Yeah, I think it's, again, I'll agree with Paul on this one. It was more of a powerful shot this time round than it was in the match against Castellón. But, so that is kind of almost a bit of a carbon copy goal, that we've seen him concede now twice in 2 games. So, I'll reserve my criticism, so say, because, it's only the second match, and, he pulled out a couple of worldies in the second half last week.
He did, yeah.
So, he clearly is talented, but I think that's something that the staff should definitely be working on in the training ground next week. I'll tell you what, this is some lovely patient build-up from Malaga here, underneath it. Big clearance once again, just need to keep recycling that. I've liked Victor coming down this left-hand side as well. He's always looking for...
Go on, Kevin.
That's Danny Lorenzo. He's working his way through. Get a shot away. Oh, he's looking for the setup there. Right idea.
Lorenzo. Yeah, sorry.
I think he really shut the door on him for the shot. Oh, I'm going to need another one of these if I'm being perfectly honest. This is a look at this. That is powerful. That is powerful from Danny Lorenzo. La Rubia from distance.
It's another corner. These corners are racking up.
Just going to get them racked up. Gennaro with the armband as well. Who'd have thought? Recently, that meme where it's Paul Rudd opening a can of... Who'd have thought? Not me.
No, yeah. Look at us now. Look at us now.
Who'd have thought?
I mean, the last year, the last game I were at, the whistles were unbelievable. Every time you even saw Gennaro warming up,
you had a shock. Was that against Tenerife?
Yeah.
He had a shocker, didn't he?
Well, I were actually there for the Racing Santander game where it all went wrong, basically. But for 36 seconds into the second half. Ganado, Bruce Lee kicks Racing's player, straight red card, and he came on. Who did he come? He came on late against Granada, gave the ball away, and then they scored to win 2-1, and it all happened in a short space for him.
Oh no, definitely. Just quickly from the comments, Sam42HD, and I've got a link for FEF TV. If your best bet's to go into Twitter and look for FEF TV, it's in there. It doesn't really climb high on Google, unfortunately. And ProSan, you said you're getting an error message just whilst I'm thinking out loud. Which browser are you using to do that? Because we had struggles using Google Chrome. It didn't want to work at all for signing up or paying. However, if you switch to Microsoft Edge or I think Firefox, then it can do a little bit better for you. Frederick says, Einar Glilia, that name is something else. Sounds like a Norwegian who went to find the promised land in the Middle East, just had to be said. I'm inclined to agree with you. He's Basque, isn't he, if I remember rightly?
It sounds it. Alex might be your man.
I will do the research for you.
There we go. The man with the plan. Oh, overlap. He's coming. Lovely out for Tidioni. Hooking, cuts back. Gennaro. Oh,
hola to Jesus. Hola, amigo.
Karup Sarip says, do you know where we can watch? FEF TV is the only place you can watch Primera RFEF football. All of it is on there. It does cost you, though. It's a subscription, $9.99 a month. Or something like €70 for the year. So bargain.
Have you guys both gone for the $9.99? Yeah. See, I'm a very anything with a round ball. I've been watching futsal.
Mine did it automatically this morning. So my plan was to go free trial on the $12.99, get to Friday, cancel it, $9.99 on the Saturday, and then this morning I just woke up and had a notification on Monzo. ATM broadcast $12.99. What's that? So yeah, I've been watching lots of futsal today as well.
I think I noticed as well. Is there a link to the Femenino?
I think there is going to be women's football on there. Yeah. I'm not too sure what level it's going to be. Ooh, shot.
Strike.
What minute are you guys in?
Just turning 43 now. 43 now.
A bit behind. In response to your question, Jesus, desafortunadamente no se puede ver el Málaga gratis online. Se puede escuchar en Sport Direct Radio si quieres. Pero online solo se puede pagar €9 por mes.
I don't think there is anywhere to watch it. If you're in Spain as well, Jesus, which I assume with the Spanish, that might be the case. There's no local streaming service, is there, for them? It's also FEF TV.
It's all FEF TV, yeah.
I don't know if it's Canal or...
Because occasionally, last season they would do occasional games on Goal, which is free.
But I don't think they're going to do that this year, are they? Did anyone pick it up from a local perspective?
No, it was just
Bet365. Bet365 did Primera for a couple of years, but that ended at the beginning. That ended at the beginning of last season.
I still think Bet365 are doing it. To be fair, someone said last week they were watching Bet365.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely feet, Keith.
Yeah, Matt, I totally agree with you, mate. $9.99. It's 2 pints. It's not even 2 pints in a lot of places these days, unfortunately.
That's 1 pint and maybe a breath of fresh air.
Yes, especially down your end, Alex.
Yeah, well, the pub I work at is a lovely country pub, but I reckon you could get 2 pints for $9.99 at my pub.
I was going to say, I've just been to the pub before and I got a round for £8.50.
It's not too bad these days.
How many pints was that?
That was pint for me and a pint of cider for Mrs. Bell. So it's not too bad. And a fruit shoe as well for Ruby.
$8.99, did you say?
$8.99, yeah.
Okay, so like £4.50 a pint. Well, I guess the fruit shoot was probably what, £2?
Nah, probably about £1, something like that.
Okay, so £4 a pint. That's not
See,
bad.
if you come up here, Alex, you'll see with a land of milk and honey up north. Everything's so reasonable.
we got two pints of Thatcher's cider at Selby for £7.40.
But you went to Weatherspoons, so you know,
and it was even cheaper.
That's a pricing structure on its own.
God gave us Weatherspoons.
Kadop, sorry, and if I'm getting that wrong, Kadop, then please do let me know. You guys been to Malaga? What do you think of the city? We're always in Malaga one way or another. I think throughout the year we all tend to go maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 times. Absolutely love it. Stay in the city as well. Luke, I know you stay for a bit further down the coast at Torremolinos.
Yeah.
And then I stay also a bit further down at La Cala. But going into the city on the train or on the bus or even driving in, Doddle, beautiful place. Beautiful.
Really,
probably favorite place on earth, I'd say.
Yeah, I always pass it on to everybody. It's got everything. It's got modern and it's got historical. It's not just that we all love the football club, so we'll never say a bad word. But it's a stunning place. It really is.
Yeah, I reckon, lads, our next Gearycast trip should
Scotland.
be to Prague. What Crosshands just said there. €1.50 for a pint.
Wow. Wow.
That is dangerous. Well, when Malaga are back in Europe,
yes,
in a few years' time,
away days,
Slavia Prague.
Paul, that is a great deal. 3 pints of Mahou and a Bailey's €9.40. Is that bar a Benza by any chance, or?
I like that. Who is the Baileys for? And who in Spain is drinking Baileys?
Keith.
Do you know what I need in this 40-degree heat? A Baileys.
$1.50 bet on my day. I know where Paul looks. Me and Mrs. Chambers had a day down there, and it is fantastic.
See, I'm going to make an admission here now, because the thing is, I know a lot of you go to the same spot. I've only been to Belmadonna once, and I went to the park because apparently there's like loads of rabbits.
The turtles.
The turtles and all that.
Yeah.
So we went there for Ruby so she could play with that. But I've actually never been to, like, when you say 24-hour Square or the Marina, and you all post pictures of that. I've never actually been.
You've never been to Marina?
No.
I'd recommend. I mean, it's not what it used to be, I don't think, but it's a stunning place.
No, I don't know why. Probably because, like I say, I go a bit further down, and I think, it's gone half time.
It's half time, guys.
Half time. The referees just whistled for it there. 45 minutes gone. Malaga 1, Atletico Madrid B 1. Goal early on from Roberto, the man who can't get a 2 now this week, can he, Alex?
I don't think so. I think that would be a bit harsh. Well, I'm not rating him this week, so it would be interesting to see whoever is doing the ratings this week. I think
Group Gearycast are going to give him a 7 across the board here, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But it was then 20 minutes later that Atletico Madrid B got themselves back into it. A parried save from Alfonso Herrero, and Diego Bri was there to pounce on the rebound and put it into the back of the net. So 1-1 at the minute. 1-1, lads. Is that fair so far? Would you agree? Or do you think maybe Malaga should still be 1-0 ahead here?
I think it's fair, really. I thought Malaga started off very brightly. First 20 minutes, the remainder of the half, I can't remember us having too many chances, if anything.
No, I like that coming from Matt Butler as well. I didn't know Belmadonna had a marina until my 3rd visit.
I think if I remember, Matt's a Fuengirola guy. He likes it down the coast.
Yes, I'm not too far. I think that's my thing. Once I think I look at that from La Cala and go, Fuengirola is a nice trip out. Yes, Pueblo. That's a nice trip out in the car. Marbella from there. So I never really find myself going a bit further on. I think maybe
one place you'll have to try, Nick. You'll have to, when you've got your car, you'll have to go up to Benalmádena Pueblo. funnily enough, where Chris lived, that's where me and Laura got engaged. But what a beautiful little town with few bars, few restaurants.
That's why I can't go now, because that's where Chris lives, and it's too dangerous. He'll have us in those bars, and it'll be.
Do you think we're gonna have a certain Marquez joining us any minute, or
potentially? But I know we've had Matt and such trying to join us from the stadium before, and you just cannot hear them. Can you, Alex?
No,
it is quite hard. We've had a comment on our Twitter from Johnny, who, I don't know, were you here when Johnny was part of the pod, Nick?
No, I don't think so.
So scroll back about, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago now. Johnny was a lad who came on the pod for a while. He's sent us a message to the goal that we scored in the 9th minute saying Robert C instead of Robert.
I think he still might be in that WhatsApp group, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I'm not too sure. There's some people in there that I don't recognise. I know some people, there's like, Pedro in there and Kike and people like that from Sports Direct. But there are a few other phone numbers there that I just don't recognise. So,
yeah. Ben is the other one you might not recognise. He was a lad who also helped us out probably about 2 years ago now. He's a Charlton fan. Christian is Chris's cousin.
Yeah.
Some more comments coming in here. Frederick says, Malaga is simply amazing. Feels like home. So does Fuengirola, which is where my family had an apartment since the 80s. Had to choose the local team, Malaga. Of course, that's exactly what we all did. Yeah. I don't think we've regretted it, have we? Maybe some of us. I'm not too sure.
We love the ride.
Paul says, Matt, he went on a stag do weekend to Blackpool, and a guy didn't know it was by the coast until the bus went past as we were leaving. That sounds like a great weekend in Blackpool, but don't go swimming. It's not worth the hospital bills if you go swimming, I mean, perfectly honest, especially recently with the issues with the sewage. Trust me, it's only gotten worse. Yen says, Frederick, Steve Jackson says, is Matt and Carl doing a live halftime input? No, Chris Marquez is here, but he is sat in front of those store. Let's see what kind of sense we can make of this. At the minute,
we've got the black screen again.
I can't hear you very well.
This is top quality content.
Very well. Text him back saying we can't see him or hear him.
I can't see you very well.
That's just because he's just had a few canyons. Oh, and here's another one coming direct from La Rosaleda as well. I'll try and add them all in. Matt's gone underneath the stand, which is good.
I can't hear anything this time. I can hear a little bit. Hi.
Why don't you just shout at us your thoughts, Matt? Just tell us everything in one go.
Oh, do you want me to just talk?
Just talk, yeah.
Okay. I would say the opinion from La Rosaleda is that, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, is that Atletico Madrid B just from nowhere got a goal. I think we've played pretty well. David Larrubia is bossing it. He's the king. He's been brilliant and really fun to watch. I like Gennaro and Danny Lorenzo in the middle have just been really good. I just think they've just broke through once, nicked the goal. I suppose the worrying thing is that Herrero, who I quite like, has parried a shot again and we've conceded from it. I think we're playing really well. It's just a bit, I don't think we should be one goal, we shouldn't be 1-1. It's not only me here. I'm going to switch over to another Gary Cast legend, Carl Smith.
Hello.
Smith, do you want to say anything?
Yes, it's been like incredible first half. It's so much more technical than the first game. I feel like
that's true. That's good observation.
Yeah, it's far more like a Segunda football, like a B team football. But I just feel we've lost the first half, and Larubia's and Kevin has been there out of this world.
Okay, I've got some controversial views
Okay.
about Kevin.
Yeah. Okay, but like we, all opinions are equal, if not wrong. But yeah.
Again, we
Guys,
can't hear you very well. So, sorry, I can hear a little bit. Go on, say something.
What's the atmosphere like, guys, in the ground?
Good.
Yeah.
Like, it was great pre-match. It's not quite the levels that it was at the end of last season, but it's, there's 19,000 in here. It's La Rosaleda. It's great. It's not Galatasaray, but yeah, it's good. It's like there's no one. We've just conceded quite late in that. Well, was it half an hour we conceded, and there's no one booing. Everyone clapped the team off. It was good pre-match as always. All the flares and stuff. I know Chris Marquez is amongst it. He did get to go out in the end. He was allowed. Yeah. We had his story of. We did say, "Oh, you're allowed out," and it took about 10 minutes for him to tell us the story. Yeah, it's I love. You guys know I'm not gonna say. How good La Rosaleda is, but yeah, but I'm not. It's just a normal match there. I'd say you can. It's not as mad as I thought it'd be, to be honest with you. In regards of, I thought everyone would be up for the first game. Down in the Fondo Sur, I think it is. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, definitely. It's quite lively down the Fondo Sur, but after the equalizer, it was quite quiet and quite placid, and it's like a bit of acceptance, really. So
yeah, I'd agree with that. It's like so it's not like as good as it was at the end of last year, but we're in the third division, so
yeah.
and like I could just say, for example, that I was queuing for the toilet, and I thought, well, the queue's quite big; it'll take ages, but the queue's gone. Whereas last year, the queue would take ages. I don't know if that's a measure of atmosphere, but
how are you guys finding it? What's your thoughts?
Fairly. I think that the goal did come against the run of play. I think, again, disappointing to see Herrero make the same mistake. I think Malaga.
I'm not that drunk. I said that.
Yeah. I think something on the live stream are accusing us of being drunk.
Yeah.
I definitely do think that Malaga.
You were listening to Vamos a La Rosaleda as well. We're with a Chesterfield fan who thinks Kevin's the best player in the world. We've sort of brainwashed him. There's also talk of we got touched up earlier.
No, Matt got touched up by a woman. Which makes
Was it Inma? Was it Inma?
Yeah, so that was fun. Anything else fun happened?
We've actually made no Yeovil references all day.
No Yeovil references. Carl literally loves the new away shirt so much that he got changed in the pub to wear it. That was exciting.
Alex, I hated it before I saw it, but you have got to see this. It's a thing of beauty.
I bought the away shirt as well. They wouldn't let me have Kevin on the back because they've not got the league numbers yet. So they said, come back in 2 weeks. I said, okay. What else has happened? Nothing else really. We're having a nice evening.
Just to let you guys know, you might want to look at Luke Chambers. He's gone for the third shirt. Bravely.
We can see so because you are very small on my phone. But I can see, I can see him flashing.
What do you guys think? What do you think of the third?
The third shirt. Actually, I said literally after he went to the club shop. I went to the club shop and I came back and I said, actually, the third shirt is growing on me a bit. I think.
You have to see them in the flesh. I don't like to use that expression because I've had a bollocking for using that expression earlier.
No, I didn't. No, I agreed with you. I was saying I want to find a better expression.
Okay, yeah. The designs look better closer up.
God, yeah. And they feel amazing. Like,
that's the first time I've been touched up tonight, even though it's not the first time he's been touched up.
But you were touched up. You just didn't realise he was touching. I thought, this woman was touching his shoulder. And I thought, she's going to touch me up in a second. But she went for my legs. So, think we could do a whole podcast on this woman we met tonight.
Yeah. She's very enthusiastic.
She is very enthusiastic.
Great salesperson.
We said she's a great salesperson. We did say that. Yeah, I'm going to be careful here. No, I shouldn't. I'm not going to say it.
Do it.
I was going to say that her and Chris Marquez would go on very well. They were very good. She was very good at like pitching things to the extent that these two German girls had walked away, and then 5 minutes later she was dragged them in. Yeah. Touched their legs.
They were off the bench and into the first team.
Yeah, I was going to say now they're starting tonight.
Yeah. Anything else interesting? It's all on Vamos a la Rosaleda, but I think they're the headlines. The Chesterfield guy who was not with us, I was hoping he'd come down. He's having a lovely time.
I think he's a convert.
He's a convert. Yeah, he said he'd like to come back. He's already like saying, "Come on, Kevin. I've done a number on him there."
Can we win, guys?
Any more analysis? Oh, Victor Garcia. I enjoyed Victor Garcia actually. I was going to say, like Kevin, going on Kevin.
Yeah.
He's not getting in the right places. He's all over the shop tactically. Like I keep thinking, go there, Kevin, run ahead, and he keeps coming backwards. He's been good at tackling Kevin tonight, and he looks a better left back than a better left winger.
I'm getting towards Kevin. Matt's moving away from Kevin. You know, it's like
these are strange times, very strange times. But
what's your analysis on Juande tonight? I'm sorry, I'm not sold on this guy at all.
Juande, he's not playing, mate.
Do you mean Juanpe?
Yes, I told you that.
Juanpe's not playing either.
Yeah,
it's Einar and Nelson Monte.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not.
And that is a very sober.
The guy with not a lot of ability then, he was playing centre half then, whoever he may be.
Oh, fine.
Yeah,
you guys.
Einar and Nelson Monte.
I know.
To let you guys know, lads, they're back out on the pitch now.
Okay. Well, I need to go for a piss, so enjoy the rest of the live stream. Everyone that's listening and following, keep with it. There's better analysis than what we're doing here.
You enjoy your stream, Matt, and we'll enjoy our stream. So let's keep it as that.
Yeah, I'll go and let us stream out. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Matt. Well, that's always nice, isn't it? And we did have Chris on as well, but considering that he's now got the press Wi-Fi, which he was telling us about before, it doesn't seem that great. If I'm being
he's raving about it, but it's actually really bad.
Yeah.
Guys, have you seen on the Twitter at all from Soy Malaguista? He's having a lot of problems with FEF TV by the looks. He's paying for it. Every time he's trying to get on, it's just saying 403 error, which I think a few people have problems with. But when you're paying for it as well, I mean, I must admit the stream it's been good. The app's been good. Everything.
Yeah, poor one. They're getting slated for sitting on the bench. Harsh from Carl. Yeah, get that in the Telegram group as well. But always nice to hear from them too. Oh, La Rubia is down here early doors. We only played 25 seconds of the second half, but never like to see, man. Dr. Me VIP Roberto to get this winner in the second half. Oh, I think that's just a bit of a stray hand there, potentially. One in the chops.
Guys, I've also seen on Twitter, and I were expecting this. Leaving leaving Ireland, Irish leaving, get rid, drop him, let him wash the cars. we deserve that. We deserve it, don't we?
Yeah. Who said that? Who said that? I believe that was Mr. Alex Ashmore once again, who told him to go wash the cars. So direct your anger towards him. Oh, it's a cheeky little step over.
I always remember being in a top 10 of reverse, I think.
Kevin towards the back post, and that's going to trouble absolutely bloody no one. Annabelle Kunme says, where can I watch the game if I'm out of Spain? FEF TV is your place, mate, though apparently a lot of people are struggling to get online tonight. It must be the sheer demand of people wanting to watch Malaga Club de Football that is maybe sending a bit awry. But to be fair, I've had no problems here tonight. Luke, you've had no issues. And
no, not really.
Alex, I know that you have. Oh, ball through here, man in the back, and it's just not taken quite rightly from things. FEF tells me they can't buy it in my country. That's a strange one for me because you'd think the Czech Republic would be obviously within the EU, so it should be fine. I don't know. Definitely worth an email, I reckon. If you want us to send that, then just let us know and give us a shout for Instagram or something. It's Kevin on the ball down here as well. Some big tackles going in from Madrid B here. And it's,
this is a good opportunity.
It is, though. Kevin is down once again, clutching his knee.
How many people were shocked to hear Matt's analysis on Kevin?
I did not
imagine that coming.
No, but as his biggest lover, he's also his harshest critic. So, So Annabelle says true, and he's in Missouri right now. Tuning in from the United States of America. Welcome along, or good morning, or good afternoon. I'm not too sure what time it'll be, but thank you very much for joining us. We're going to be reporting on this second half now, with it Malaga 1 and Atletico Madrid B 1. We're just standing over a free kick here, which Kevin is going to take. Gennaro looking at the back post here. Oh, Gennaro was there just a bit. Paul says, didn't say he was bad, just he's all over the place. Well, we always say that about people we love. We don't give him our harshest critics. And to be fair, I don't think he's been bad either. I think he's been quite lively in this game. I think there's a spark in him this match, which is quite nice to see.
So it's such a nice shot that of the Fonda Sir. I mean, we all know the problems what happened at the end of last season. Could be quite a vile place, but to see them all back there and well behind the team again is unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. Has anyone text Chris to say why are they all wearing white? I'm not in. Or if anyone in the comments knows why is everyone in the Fondo Sor wearing white, then do let us know.
It's normally black, if anything, isn't it?
Luke says, thoughts on Dione so far? I've not really felt like he's had a presence.
No.
I think he started okay. They had that chance early on, but he has gone a little bit quiet for now. But I don't know whether that comes off the fact that he's not playing very centrally. He seems to me like a striker who wants to play through the middle. So maybe that's the reason why he's not as agile or as well seen, say, as much as Roberto has been. He's obviously grabbed the goal. He's had a couple of other chances as well. So I'm not too sure.
Victor Garcia goes into the book.
He does. Paul says here, Jesus, Victor, put the ball into row H.
I mean, if you remember as well last year, guys, whenever a player on a yellow card, Pellicer did not hesitate to act on it and substitute it very quickly.
No, he does. And obviously, I don't know if Murillo is on the bench this week, but he certainly came on at half-time for Victor last week. Danny Sanchez is there as well. That free kick now turns into a corner for Atletico Madrid. So danger coming. Yeah. And it does look like quite a full stadium there, to be fair. Like I say, just shy of 19,000 fans in the ground. You can't imagine too many of them have come along to watch Atletico Madrid B, but you never know.
What's your take on it, Nick? We had a question on Q&A the other night, which unfortunately didn't get round to it. B teams, what's your take on the B teams?
Fucking hate them.
Yeah. there's just something about it. What just safe. That just doesn't seem right.
I think it demonstrates the power that the people who truly wanted it have got. So, you look at the likes of, Castilla and Barcelona Bay, they were the ones who really pushed for it. But the fact that, you could be competing in a league, say, for example, just speaking out loud, Villarreal Bay have an amazing season last year. They're brilliant and they finish in the playoffs. But what's the point? They can't get promoted because Villarreal aren't going to get relegated. And you also then can't go above them. So it kind of makes a mockery out of it a little bit. And And the
it's
fact
also
that
so dissatisfying seeing that. I mean, you look at La Rosaleda tonight, and if I remember rightly, like the game where Matt went to at Villarreal B, there were probably 3,000 there, and Malaga took nearly 1,000 fans. There's no atmosphere.
no, it's like Luke says there. It's the equivalent of the under-21s and the Papa John's Trophy. I don't like that either.
No, I don't.
like the Papa John's Trophy. Full
No.
stop. But when you're coming up against, teams that have got, no real right being there, if I'm being perfectly honest. And last year with Villarreal B as well, the fact that they just dropped 2 players who happened to be registered to both, it makes a bit of a mockery of it for me. So, my feelings on B teams have been well known for a while. For me, you look at, in this league, Castilla, Granada B, Atletico Madrid B, for me, they take 3 spaces of proper football clubs that could be in there. You look at your Marbellas down the coast, you look at your, some of the teams in the league below who would really benefit from being in this league, not just for exposure, but financially. It's not loads, but it's a big difference. And these guys don't need it. They've all got billionaire owners and, loads of fans that support the actual first team.
Yeah, totally agree.
So
I feel like the way it's done in England is a good way of doing it, is having the B teams or the under, Brentford have a B team, but playing in their own league. So like, the Premier League 2, it's called, isn't it? So,
yeah.
And it just,
it's the way it should be.
And if I know clubs will say, Atletico Madrid will say, all the teams of the B team will say, well, it gives them experience against men and, professional football. I'm like, well, if you want that, call them up to the first team and then loan them out.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. You're baying to the whims of the few rather than the many when you do that. But because they've got the power to do things, and Spain's probably one of the worst examples for it. Jens says down here that it's the same thing is happening in Germany, where you've got Borussia Dortmund too. Borussia Dortmund have got a conveyor belt of young players who are always breaking into the first team. But and maybe that's because they've got the advantage of playing in the third tier of professional football. But it shouldn't be that way. There is another team who is more deserving on that place, who needs that money, who needs that to be at that level. If you looked at, say, like if they introduced him next year and you had Manchester United 2 in League One in place of Blackpool, I'd be absolutely raging. Do you know what I mean? It's just not on.
Yeah, totally. I mean, like Luke says, we equivalent to Papa John's. I mean, you might know, Nick, in terms of just judging off highlights, attendance, there's no fans turn up for these games.
No, absolutely not. They literally shut all the stands at Bloomfield Road to do it.
Yeah.
And they all put them in the one block because that's all they need.
You've got an absolute full house at La Rosaleda here. However, when Malaga go to Atletico B, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred, maybe.
Well, like I said before, we play them at the training ground.
Yeah.
It's I went to see Real Madrid play against Cordoba.
Oh, here we go.
Good football.
Let's get back to the football.
That's
a lovely ball.
Oh my God.
Right, Dione, you should be throwing yourself at that, man.
Oh, man.
Absolutely chucking your head at that.
It kind of almost feels like, and I'm not condoning violence here at all, but I want to go down there and just grab Dione by the scruff of the neck and go, come on, pal. Wake up and stop pissing around with this sort of, I'm not going to bother with that one. If I was a manager, I'd be livid there. Obviously I don't want him to put him in danger and, get his head kicked in, but put your head in there. If you get a penalty, brilliant. At least try. Don't just stand there like a cabbage.
I never took you as a violent man, Alex, but tonight you're after Dione. The other night on the pod, you want to beat Atletico Madrid B's team up.
I think he is a violent man. And the thing is, to be fair, if there was anyone that could actually go toe-to-toe with Dione out of all of us, it is Alex, because he is like 7 foot.
I think it's something about football that sort of, I don't know whether it's, I need to start doing my coaching badges because I get infuriated seeing tactics and players doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. And I'm like my dad. I get it from my dad. He's shouting at the telly when United are on, and I'm just like,
oh, go on, have a shot.
That'll be it again.
Because the thing is, you've got to look at it here and go, right, well, what do? Dione-wise, the only other striker we've got on the bench is Laurent Zuniga. Could he be introduced? See what he does at this level. I think he deserves a shot, to say the least, but I don't think he's endeared himself lately. You've got Hernandez, who you can bring on too, so that could be a bit of a like for like. Put him out there.
Hernandez looked lively last week, if anyone.
Yeah. I thought.
Who would you want? Who would you want to see as the first sub? Who would you want to see? Formation change or anything? Or
no, I don't think a formation change. I think I'd quite like to see Sangali come on. I think push Larubia up to the right if Dioni's going to come off.
Yeah,
and bring Sangali on just so we can start to really dominate a bit more in that midfield.
Interesting. Then I think it would Daniel Lorenzo has just been yellow carded, so Sangali for Lorenzo maybe.
Potentially, yeah. Could be a way to go. We don't want to risk losing players so early on in the season. Though to be fair, we have obviously bought a new centre midfielder. I say bought. We've got him in on a free from Real Zaragoza. I'm quite looking forward to seeing him. I can't say I've seen much of him before, but he seems like a pretty handy player from what we've read and the reactions that we've seen from Zaragoza and Ibiza as well. Let's not forget he got promoted out of this league with Ibiza. Is that Kevin who's down there once again? He's been a target this evening, hasn't he? They've gone big on him.
I'm sorry, that wasn't a foul. He's gone down like a. I always think of moments like this. I don't know if you guys remember Adama Traore going past Rob Holding and Rob Holding, touching him on the shoulder and then turning around when the ref gives a foul. And like, how's he gone down? He's built like a brick.
Yeah. Boner goes into the book. Boner with a yellow card.
Now of Luke White's parish at Crystal Palace as well.
Yeah. I hope it as well. I like Rob Holding.
I like him now. He's took his headband out. He went from a solid bald guy to I know Nick works in the hair industry, but strange one from Rob Holding.
Exactly. It's one of the greatest comebacks you'll ever see.
Ter Stegen's got a beautiful line of hair now.
He hasn't gone to Turkey on holiday.
No, another yellow card. Calla goes into the book as well.
More ball in here. Anyone in front of it? It's going to drop. And he just put his foot right under that. Who is that? Is that La Rubia?
That was a good conversion. That was. I think that's 2 points after the try.
Luke White shocked that Palace gets a mention. Let me enjoy Malaga.
Yeovil get a mention, then Palace deserve as well.
We've not heard Yeovil out of Alex's mouth so far today.
Everybody else, to be fair.
I'm holding on.
1-1, wasn't it, Alex?
Yeah, draw with Chelmsford.
Did Jermaine Francis score at all? Did you see?
I didn't actually. I don't know who scored. To be honest, now you say that name, it does sound like it rings a bell.
Yeah.
But it was a goal in the 86th, and we equalised in the 90th. So no, it was a lad called Mills.
Mills.
Yeah, manager making the similar excuses of we thought we dominated the game, but weren't good enough in the final third. As I've heard that before every week.
Yep.
A few subs here for Atleti. Yes. Nabil and Da Costa coming on. And
I think this is the lad who
it is Nabil Stabari.
Likes to score for fun. So
looks like Juan Hernandez is coming on for Malaga.
Let's see.
To be honest, I don't know why he got dropped. I thought he did quite well against Castilla.
I thought he did, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Looks like it's number 11 as well, so it's going to be Kevin who's being substituted here for Malaga. So Kevin being withdrawn, maybe that's from an injury perspective. He's now slowly walking around the perimeter of the pitch, which you always like to see, respecting the rules. And now we just need to keep our eye on this lad who apparently scores for fun for, I think he said it was for Fernando Torres' juvenile team, which is a lovely little mention there for Fernando Torres. He's someone you don't want to fight anymore. Have
you seen him now?
He's a beast.
I think I'd even struggle against him.
Big words, that Alex.
No.
I think I'd struggle against. He'd bloody flatten me. Say that for free.
Depends on what sporting, whether that was a fight or a one-on-one race.
Alex he's just wanting to fight again. Alex, calm down.
Alex.
That is not water. That is not water.
He's on the gym.
Yeah, it's actually a bottle of vodka.
To be fair, I text my wife about 20 minutes ago saying any chance of another beer upstairs because I'm out.
Use the bucket, Nick. Next game, use the bucket.
I'm gonna have to be fair.
I've got to say, guys, I don't really like where this game's going.
No,
we haven't really done much for a long, long time.
It's been all Atleti this season.
Yeah.
There's a poor cross. Get it away. No. Right. Dione needs to do something because I've been far from impressed from Dione this half. Well, all game, really.
Well, it doesn't need to do that, though, does it? Bloody hell. Lovely ball in.
Oh, that was close. Right. Start again. Oh, my God.
You see what happens? Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in miracles, boys?
That's the
You believe in miracles, yeah? Thank you, love.
The strange thing is with Dione, we believe bags balls for fun in this division, and he's playing as like a 10, 11 kind of thing. He's not. I thought he was an actual centre forward.
I don't know whether this is a Spanish thing, but even if you have that typical position in a 4-3-3 of a number 9, like I think the only one I can properly think of who is an out-and-out number 9 in recent years in Spain. I know there are others, but the sort of main ones like Benzema, obviously at Real Madrid. You got a few other lads. The one at Athletic Bilbao who retired a few years ago.
It
generally seemed to sort of drop back into that, like you said, number 10 role. I don't know whether that's to add a link to the midfield, but Dione doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot, and I feel like he could be doing a lot more in getting on the end of crosses, getting in the right positions.
Do you reckon Adrian Lopez is free? Or what's he up to nowadays? He might still be there.
For the 17th time.
Bring him back. No, I agree with you. It doesn't appear to be... I'm supposed just trying to think of even from the league above them we saw last year, out and out sort of like strikers, even your proven ones like, Shona Weissman, he struggled with Granada last year to score. Yeah. Stoichkov maybe could be in that mould, but again, he likes to drop a little.
Drop back, doesn't he?
He does drop back a fair bit.
I think one of the only ones is, and I think it's because he's so lazy, Borja Baston.
Oh, yeah.
Oviedo.
Oviedo. Who was the lad from Sporting?
Juca,
that's the one.
I think the one who I do remember playing for Malaga in recent years is Gustavo Blanco Leschuk.
Who they got linked with, didn't they?
Yeah. Who's moved to Iran.
Yeah, they were begging for him.
So I think, he's of the number 9s I remember in recent years, he's been one of the ones we've had.
Well, I think that maybe says it out loud, and I don't know maybe if there's another story here for Dione in the number 17, but why wasn't the main striker given the number 9 shirt when it was offered? Fransol left and then Lauren Zuniga has taken it. So,
I mean, you're looking there where Dione's picking the ball up. It's in a right back position.
Yeah. Well, that's it. He's playing. For me, looking to be here, you can see that 3 now that are playing in behind Roberto. Playing a 4-2-3-1 formation.
It looks like he's almost playing right wing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's exactly where he is. Yeah, because like I say, he's working on that there, trying to bring in Larrubia. Oh, that is a lovely ball on the overlap,
and he's not quick enough, and he's not skillful enough to be on the right wing. I don't think.
No.
I think I'd much rather see. I think Larrubia wide, through the middle does make sense, but I don't know. I think once Haitam's back, I think that's something we really need to push of putting him out wide on the right, because Dione on the right, it feels so unnatural.
Well, because the thing is as well here, Roberto, and to be, we'll give him credit where credit's due. He has had a pretty decent first half, but he's too isolated now. He's on his own up there. Nothing's getting through to him at all. Well, he seems to get a lot more success trying to get behind the back of them here a little bit, but we'll take that. We'll take it.
A strange thing to see, guys. I don't know if you've you noticed, but I read about it a bit ago. Malaga have now switched dugouts. So from last season, which was the away end, that is now our end, as you can see, Pellicer.
The curse.
I wonder why I've done that.
Superstition, maybe. Or electrics might not work in other dugout or something like that. Knowing La Atletico and Malaga.
The light bulbs. Light bulbs.
They brought in some engineers and blokes to work on the dugout. They accidentally started on the away one first, and it's like, oh no, that's meant to be the home one. Bugger it, we'll just change.
Man down here for Athletic Club. Ball in.
Watch him. He started holding his leg. Watch him start holding his head in a minute when the referee doesn't stop the game.
I just sat watching, to be fair. Ooh,
right.
Lovely.
Go.
Oh, it's good. Take the shot.
Oh my God.
How's that not gone in?
Oh. In answer to your question, Frederick, Hightam is injured for about 2 weeks. If I remember correctly, I was speaking to someone who said this is quite a common injury to have after the injury that he previously had, whether that be because of the long period of inactivity, those muscles are sort of getting used to working again.
Yeah.
2 weeks, hopefully no longer. Oh, he should be burying that.
No, I think he should be. But even Dione, just to get it.
Come on, did he come off Dione? I think he came off Dione, didn't it?
Oh, Dione's coming up, I think.
Kick.
Paul Henahan, don't mention the light bulbs. I think this is a Christian Markowski for the outside of the ground. Which I think we all agree needs a bit of paint or something.
But on comes Nino. Do we read too much into Nino and the former mentioned El Nino?
I reckon he's some player, that kid.
Any relation, do we reckon?
What, to the weather format?
No, to El Nino. It's what they call Torres, isn't it?
Did you know why they called him El Nino?
Because he was a thunderstorm.
His nickname was Babyface.
I can see that.
I only know because he was my absolute idol growing up. Him and David Beckham until Fernando Torres signed for Liverpool, and he's gone for me after that.
Balamas here, thoughts on reserve teams in Spanish leagues. We've just had quite a rambunctious discussion about that, Balam.
Yeah.
But essentially, just as a top line, we don't like them.
No,
we hate B teams.
We really do.
Just got up to 70 minutes played here at La Rosaleda. Still Malaga 1, Atletico Madrid B 1. And a goal from Roberto, the only breakthrough that Malaga have made. And I think we can all agree that this second half hasn't quite been up to scratch compared to the first. Being really stifled here by Atletico Madrid B. Dare I say, to the same kind of tune that the likes of the La Liga teams gets done by Diego Simeone's side as well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
They don't play the most exciting brand of football, do they, usually?
No. The thing is, guys, like we mentioned earlier, but as you will probably know, the youth teams in England, for example, your under 23s, 19s, etc., they're played the exact same way because they want them players to be ready for the first team. Do you think that's a thing in Spain, obviously, with the B teams playing at a much higher level? I suppose they've got to have their own brand of football as well, haven't they?
No, I think they still have the same systems and things like that put in place. You know, you look at everything that comes out. You look at Barcelona B, for example. You know, the way that they're taught football there, even from below that, is very consistent. And like I say, you can see similarities in terms of the passages of play between this and Simeone's first team side. So I think it is designed to be like for like. And like I say, they haven't got anything to lose, really, have they? If you think about it, you know, they play a whole season with not necessarily the same pressures, as what a normal football club would have. Lovely turn inside from Dione. To be fair, these last 5 minutes he's been a bit more active, to be fair to him. Maybe he's got us in his ear.
He must have.
Can you get a 3-year subscription for FEF TV?
We might need a 10-year, Paul.
To be honest, Paul, if there is an option, well, I don't know if there is an option, but I wouldn't mind betting on FEF TV not being a thing in 3 years' time.
Well, they've got a 3-year contract, haven't they, to cover it?
Let's just hope they keep going for that long.
Oh, it's a switch. Finish. That was awful. Dione! Oh, come on, man. Get the ball out your feet.
Nick, you've been asked to scream golazo when Malaga score.
Oh, who's that by?
Ballon.
I'll try my best. We kind of had it before, but it was like a big shout of goal. I woke my daughter up and she's gone downstairs and told on me. Which is why my wife appeared with a can of beer and a not happy face. But yes, we shall. If we get a winner here, we'll go full golazo.
I think I remember Luke saying on the pod this week, he was going to go full on Spanish commentator.
And if we get a late winner, this house is coming down.
That is a great challenge from La Rubia as well.
Nick will be able to hear it from even if you mute you.
Guys, have you seen Frederick's comment? I didn't hear anything about that, to be honest.
The Fred Tibroco cars last week. I did not hear about that. To be honest, that is one part of football. I remember Matt and I were going to Fuenlabrada away, and it wasn't the best away day in terms of the football. Quite a rickety away stand as well. And as we were coming out, police had pictures of all of us as a group photo, not for Instagram, but they were checking because some of the Frente Bocaron had caused some trouble. And football hooligans, I understand that you're passionate about your club and you want to go and support them, but when it comes to causing harm and damage to other people and other people's property, it's just like it's sad, really. It's silly.
Yeah, it really is.
It is pointless. But it seems to go against the grain of what we were being told by Matt in his Vamos a estar en New Catalalia or Catalalia, whatever it's called. He said that they were in the Peña Bar with them, having a good old time. Oh, big header! Gennaro again. He's done another great game.
Ballon, if we get 100 subscribers, we'll do a shirt giveaway. I think there's a certain member in this Geary cast who might have a few more shirts than the rest of us, Ballon. So if you want to contact Nick, he might be able to point you in the right direction, mate.
Roberto's coming off for what looks like
Zuniga.
Bengali coming back on.
This is the time to
for Genaro. So
is Loren going to be the Alex Calvo of this season?
Positive reception for Lauren as well. Sangale takes the armband.
Sangale is going to be captain now. So even with,
can we see Chris?
Actually, that'd be the one to go with. To be honest with you, I think he said that the official captains are Juan de, Gennaro, and who was the third one as well?
Ramon.
Say again, sorry.
Was it
Ramon? That was it. But then he's also said that he's going to use Sangali and Dione as well, didn't he?
Okay. Yeah. Balam says, and I'll open this up to you guys. What do I think, and what do you guys think of kickoff times being at 9 p.m. or 8:30 in the UK? Do you prefer the evening kickoffs?
Yeah, I understand why they're doing it currently in terms of the heat in Spain and stuff like that. I think that's the main reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, when it gets to, I don't know whether this is the case, but whenever I think of kickoff times at this level, I always think 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, if reports were true, Malaga actually applied for that, didn't they? It says.
Yeah, they wanted midday kickoffs as much as possible. And there is a game against, obviously, Atletico Baleares, which is going to be a 12 o'clock kickoff. Not next. No, is it? Yeah, next week.
Yeah, next Sunday. Next Sunday.
So, they are going to change around a bit. But I am a fan of it, to be fair. Mainly, selfishly for my own sort of like lifestyle, the wife doesn't mind if I take myself away up here at 8:30 at night and watch footy for 3 hours. But it's going to get a little bit more difficult next Sunday when I'm like, I've been out drinking all day in Manchester on the Saturday.
I'm camping. I'm away camping.
And then I'm turning around saying, right, so probably hungover a little bit. Right, I'm going to just go upstairs and do the live stream for the Malaga game. She'll be like, I've been at work all week. No, to be fair, but she does. You'll find this with Laura, Luke, is that they understand the obsession.
Yeah,
they don't
100%.
like it, but they understand it. So
I've noticed already when we're talking, I talk a lot about Malaga. And like now I'm noticing as well. So I'm like about to start a conversation. I'm thinking, shit.
What was I looking at before? I was looking at that last season's away shirt on Vinted that's got Largo Junior on the back of it.
Yeah,
I'm kind of been going, nah, don't. I want to get one without a name set on the back of it. It makes it a bit more better. And Largo Junior, good player, but he wasn't, a legend like you said, Luke. But I was sat on Vinted just looking at it. I just turned to Bex and she went, "No, you promised me no more football shirts this month." Yeah, I've already bought 3 this month.
Shoot.
Go on.
Shoot.
Have a pop. Why are you waiting there?
Oh, he's held on to it way too long.
Dear. Here we go.
Snap him. Come on.
God, this
Save.
is good.
Great save.
The fact he managed to keep hold of that as well, because he had 2 other men waiting.
Good job he didn't parry it out to the other player who was waiting.
Yeah.
Right. Come forward, use it.
But Malaga really need to sort of like taking the chance. If it opens up from distance there, they need to be testing the goalkeeper for me. It's cute trying to work it in.
Oh, dangerous free kick area now.
Oh, yeah. And
he's off. No, is he?
Oh, he's gone.
He's off. Get in.
Yeah, that's Ndiaye's second
Ndiaye has gone.
Yellow card. I think that could be interesting. That could make things...
We've got to take advantage here, but we've got no centre forwards to come on to. It's got to be Dione centre forward as well now.
I think Loren has gone central.
You've got to go two now, aren't you? Surely.
Potentially, depending on what you really want to do, especially with them losing midfielder. But hey, it's not the first time that Ndiaye has been sent off at Lord Azaleda. It's a frequent occurrence. Fallon says he's never been to Malaga, so other than the beach, what are places to see? Oh, so many. If you get yourself in Malaga Centro into the
what's the market called? The Mercado de Aranzas.
The atmosphere there is insane.
Yeah.
Balam, if you're into your historical Picasso art stuff, it's everything.
Yeah. If you go to the Alcazar as well. Is it Alcazar? Yeah. The Alhambra is in Granada, isn't it? The Alcazar is in Malaga.
The views are unbelievable, aren't they?
Yeah, if you go up to the top, you can see the whole of Malaga and you can see the ball ring.
Yeah. Go down to the port as well. I mean, our Bex went round there for a few drinks whilst we were there last in August. Brilliant, lovely views, things like that. So much to do, to do. And obviously going further afield as well, really do explore the coast. Whether you come left or right out Malaga Airport, you've got
Juan Hernandez, 25 yards out. Shite.
That one. Could even get the rebounding as well.
Jesus.
Paul, I've got to agree with you there as well, mate. I think in Spanish football, it is a red, and I don't know. I don't think there were too much there.
No, I would have taken the free kick, though, to be fair.
I think that was the thing. I don't know whether it's, it is more Spanish football than other football, but I think generally when a player is on a yellow and he makes
you go at him.
You're more likely to get, I think the ref's more likely to give a second yellow if he's already on a yellow. I think it's just, tendency.
Yeah. This is going to be, you've got to smell blood now, haven't you, lads?
Yeah, these have got, Atleti have gone very, very deep.
Right. Come on.
Oh, my feed's going a bit jumpy now. That's not good. Don't do this to me.
Right.
Come on. Work it through. Oh, come on. Better.
Shocking. It's nobody's moving. Everybody's stood still. They're passing around, hoping, I'll pass it to you. Oh, you do.
Yeah, I agree. It's as if they've run out of ideas kind of thing.
It's...
Well, that's it. They're going to stack it now.
Yeah.
Atleti are here for a draw minimum.
I mean, I'm not being funny. It might be the old English football in me, but if give it another 5 minutes or something, chuck Juande up front, get balls out wide, put ball in, and we need a 3 points here. We really do.
I think as long as they don't start playing long ball.
Yeah.
No, they're not. But looking like they're still trying to build it up, but it's that trying to work it into the box type thing.
Yeah, it's the final ball.
Have a pot from distance here. But to be fair, the football's good. I'm enjoying the way they're knocking the ball around, to be fair. Oh, go on. I thought he was going for it then. Come on, Monte.
All right, someone should be running down the line there.
Yeah, the stats are very static.
It's just passing and stood still. Look at that. There's you could pause the game and it would look the same as the game when it was moving. Everyone stood still.
Go on then.
Oh,
lovely
good
stuff.
Ball.
Open it up. Take a
shoot.
Want a ball? Come on.
Corner.
Vamos.
Quid in from Ballum there. Let's talk about they're now playing Park the Bus. We're now with 10 men. Paul says spot on Alex, no movement. Another ball in there, well dealt with by Atletico Madrid B. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick.
Yellow card, Zuniga, is it? Yeah, Zuniga.
I'm happy with long passes, Ballum, as long as they're direct to the player. Long ball is just hit and hope, and it never works, especially when you've got someone like Loren playing up front, who's probably 5'6", 5'7".
I don't think it works. You getting sizes against people who are 5'6", 5'7", Alex?
Say again, sorry.
Some of the best people you know are 5'6", 5'7".
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying up front for long ball, it doesn't work.
I think, Bellum, one of the key differences you'll find, because I think last week, to be fair, going long ball actually worked a fair bit because there was so much space that Castellon were leaving. And it was a lot more of that chaotic football that we were discussing on the pod. This week, it's been a lot more technical. It's been a lot more intrinsic the way. And that's what we were discussing about B teams being, made in the image of their first teams. They've been difficult to break down. You're not going to be able to find the space against a B team like this purely because of who they are. They're not going to allow you to do it. So for me, next week against Atletico Baleares, that long ball, that space is going to reappear quite quickly, in my opinion. Whereas here, I think it's just not going to happen. And maybe it'll do it more as well because people come set up to stifle us at home as well, given how many fans we've got. Because we are massive.
Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go.
I feel like Madrid have made so many substitutions.
It feels like that. How many have Malaga made so far? 3? 4?
3-ish, I think.
3, yeah. So Zuniga, Hernandez, Sangali. I think that's it. Just
has it been done in 3 different subs as well, if you know what I mean?
No, we saw Sangali and
Hernandez.
Sangali and
yeah, so we've still got one more slot left then.
Yes, yeah.
I will admit, guys, I'm very, very surprised we're in this situation after the first 15 minutes.
Goal scorer going off. 3.
Yeah.
Luke says, is it a case that when we get one win, we might see a domino effect and get a few not long after and go on a run? To be honest, I don't think so.
No,
I feel like game to game in this season, and from what I've seen from this Malaga team, I don't have that confidence yet. What do you guys think?
I think we're not far away from. We've not lost this game yet. That's first and foremost. Knock on wood on that one. I think we've done more than enough to win this with the chances we've created, but we're just not working it into good spaces. But you'd think in a home game like this against a B team, you've got to be picking up 3 points here. It's going to be. Pace's going to be slapping that onto a whiteboard and saying, "You don't come off that pitch until you've, put this to bed." Do you think we're going to have much added time as well, considering how many minutes we have seen being added on at the end of games, or
there's got to be with that red card as well. I mean, it's said pretty quick, but they do like to add on. But I mean, we like you've said a few times, Nick, we don't know too much about these new signings yet. But for me, I want to see Dione in that box. We don't seem to have that. I've got no. If that ball's going in middle up, I haven't got any confidence that anybody's actually going to be there.
no, exactly. You'd think you want that. Good ball whipped in.
Oh.
Once again, dropped. We're defending for them as well now.
double sub to be made by Malaga in a minute.
Too late for me, really, unless it's going to be 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Ballum says here, are you surprised the Spanish team signed Mason Greenwood yesterday? Oh, ball through. Is Dione? Is he offside? No, he's still. Oh, no, he is offside.
He's offside.
I'm not surprised, Ballum. It's not a very, very good move whatsoever, but it doesn't surprise me for some reason.
I used to have a fondness for Getafe. They were one of the first teams I saw in Spain, barring Malaga. But yesterday, I've lost any fondness I had towards them, and I will not be going to watch them play when I live in Madrid.
It can't work. It can't work, can it?
No,
I think I put it before, like a few days ago. It was noted that Getafe all of a sudden, despite protests that they've never had an English-speaking account on Twitter, for example.
Yeah, I saw that.
A few days ago it did, and then all of a sudden they've signed Mason Greenwood on loan. And the thing is, there'll be people out there that say, innocent until proven guilty and stuff like that, but we all heard what we heard.
Isn't it a permanent deal?
No.
So is he still technically a Man United player then?
Yeah.
He is still technically, yeah.
Do you guys think if he goes to Getafe and scores 15 goals, I don't agree with it all. Do United then keep him?
If I was United, I'd release him out of his contract, no matter how much money.
Contract.
Yeah, I don't care how much money it costs. There's things like this. Yeah, just release him.
Yeah.
I hope he has an awful season and never gets another job in football.
Yeah.
It won't happen though, to be fair, unfortunately.
No.
Good question here from Ballum. Do you think the inexperience is showing here, lads? The young team?
Potentially, yeah. Potentially.
To be fair, we've got some experienced heads on the pitch now. You think, well, I think quality-wise we're going toe-to-toe, but generally in the final third we've been nothing short of awful, really.
No, exactly. We'll just wait to see what the fourth official holds up here for added minutes as well.
I mean, the thing is as well, our youth players are playing the football here and so on. Like we saw the pitch last week at Alcoyano. It's not going to be a plain surface every week, and are our young kids going to be up to that and so on?
So I think this is now Danny Sanchez who's been brought on at left back. That's the 26, I believe. I'm just trying to see who else came on, actually. It's not pulled it up on the screen so late. Oh, no, sorry. The 26 is over here, actually. Who is that?
Is that Murillo?
No, I think Murillo was
Get the ball in.
Have a little look on here.
7 minutes added on. 7 minutes.
Okay. Oh!
Let's go to because we're a serious journalistic organisation now. We get the actual official match reports through. So, number 26 is they've not put him in line, which is great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So official, he's not even in there.
It looks like if Isa Marino is 29, Rafael Rodriguez is 28, Jesus Martin is 27. So it's Antonio Jose Codrero, who's number 26, and then I think who's come on at left back must be.
Nick, it's just coming up on the screen now. Daniel Rodriguez has come on.
Daniel Rodriguez, who has come on to pitch there as well. Then so some other new young faces that are on the pitch. 7 minutes have been added on here as well. So 7 minutes for Malaga to grab a winner here. They need it too, to be honest with you.
Definitely.
Second game of the season maybe, but you want to put down a marker and
Foxy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hockin looking a little bit leggy here. 3 players in the box. Keep that live. Keep it live. Keep it in. Well done. Well done. See, when they've actually got hold of the ball, like I say, compared to the football we saw last year, it's actually not that bad. It's just that end product that we're missing massively at the minute. You know, trying to get somebody in. And, like, you look at Atleti here, they just get back in numbers so quick. Ooh,
Corner ball.
Corner.
What we got? Paul, do you in Britain we know what happened with Greenwood, or the reports? Do you think the Spanish know that kind of thing? I think they will do.
I think in light of everything that's gone on recently, there'll be more attention on it than there was before. But given the obsession with the newspapers and the back pages over Barca and Real Madrid. Oh, he's done it!
Goal!
Go on, lad! Oh, it's Nelson Monte! How was that even got in? Oh, Jesus. That is an absolute gift for Malaga. And people are slapping Dione. Kevin's even back off the bench now. He's down there in the bottom corner.
Is that a Chris Marquez diving around with his shirt off? The good thing now is you're not scared of a VAR. It don't matter.
Let's have a little look and watch this. What goes on here? Monte at the back post.
No,
And
it just straight in.
For everyone. Nelson Monte is the man who's grabbed that. Keeper just watches it.
What's that? The 93rd minute?
Can I see a Costa del Monte headline?
Well, that's it. That's the podcast name for this week. The man from Del Monte. Luke is absolutely right. Geez, that keeper, he just bloody watched that creep in.
How's that got in? Prosan, we are going to win the league champions.
I'll take it.
Love that. Love that.
I think that's
it's a get out of jail card. It's massive. It's a get out of jail card.
Vamos, Malaga.
Get in.
That's it. Get into him now. 2-1. Malaga leading through a goal from Nelson Monte, and they just have to see out these final 3 to 4 minutes, and it's 3 points on the board here. Oh, they've given it to Einar Galilea. Is it Einar? Sure, it was number 20 who headed it in.
no, it was number 4.
We'll see.
Prosan's just won €10. Well done, Prosan.
Dione down on the deck here. Just stay down, Dione.
One thing what I've noticed with Dione, he's not the player I thought he was.
Matt is very right. Matt is very right. We need to get like a reminder on this, actually, because I keep forgetting.
He seems a very technical player, Dione.
I think, yeah, I haven't seen much from him yet, but I don't know. If we're gonna do well this season, we need him to bang in 15 goals at least. And you know, so far I haven't seen any proof of that. I know the missed penalty probably didn't help in any way because he was, you know,
probably true again here. Hold on, Zuniga trying to get the ball out of his feet. What's he doing?
What's he doing that
Free
for?
kick.
He
says, I won €40. Confianza en el Malaga. This is big now, boys. This is what we needed.
Absolutely. It just seems to be a bit of tussle between them there. Seems to have brought them down. They just need to see out the final 60 seconds here, or maybe 2 minutes or so. Big headed clearance from Malaga up for Loreno, who tries to hold the ball up, but he's dispossessed once again. And here come Atletico Madrid.
Hold on, we're away.
That's what you want.
What you think? 96. There's going to be another minute at least, isn't there, on top?
You'd think with the goal too, and that is a nice long ball.
Hold it.
That's what you like to see. That is beautiful shithousery. slow jump on the floor.
We love a Malaga shithousery.
I think also something that they haven't picked up on yet, but although this new rule of adding time whenever the ball's not active in play, I think they haven't really started doing it in extra time or in added time.
Oh, no, they haven't.
Look at that. Oh, big header.
Oh,
Keeper actually decided he's a goalkeeper now, but that was a nice header from Dione.
Ballon, we try not to speak about the Dortmund match too much, mate. We all get a little bit teary.
Yeah, this is a moment for celebration, but Sangali needs to get this ball away from our bloody goal here. Oh, lovely little step away. Sort of Nick Bell-esque in his prime.
Come on, then. Get that whistle blown. Get that whistle blown.
So just keep it. Knock the ball around. Have it for fun. Oh, it's lovely football. I'm enjoying this.
The lads who mentioned they won money, I'm not sure I could ever bet on Malaga or Yeovil because I'd feel like I'd jinxed it if I did.
Oh, I have a Malaga and Tottenham double every week. I've won £14.
That must be the worst. They must see you coming in every week going,
I ain't shouting about that.
another 10, hasn't he? How much have we made out of this lad? About 600 quid so far.
Yeah, he comes in every week. He knows it's never going to happen. Ah, yeah, don't tell him.
Just give him some really funny odds. Oh, he's done well to keep that out of there. Monte, big clearance.
Very well there.
That is it. That is it. Malaga are winners.
The season starts now. Vamos.
And we update the scoreboard as well. Brilliant. Like I say, I think the goal was that we've won it by was completely out of nowhere, but
no idea.
Absolutely bloody take it right now.
I've got a feeling the Atleti goalkeeper also had a Tottenham Malaga double today. That man has just won himself £14.
You say that we were just taking the piss, but if you've put that on this week, Luke, you've actually won some money as well.
Oh, where are we?
Was reading the comments coming in. Oh, there he is. What's that? What's that you've won then?
£5 on a straightforward double. £14.83. Vamos!
Big spender. Paul Hennon says yes. Luke says beautiful. Vamos from Prosan. Balam says take care and a good stream. Thank you very much, Balam. Thank you for your input. Tres puntos. Big applause from Matt Butler. Steve Jackson saying the flight to Malaga tomorrow morning will feel very sweet.
Beautiful.
Very jealous. John Sandel says absolutely this. Pacharan time. We need to get some Pacharan for the live stream. Let's get some. Can't let Matt have all the fun. But we shall look forward to a video of Matt and Carl Smith as well this time. Doing points mean Pacharan. Frederick, what a great feeling. Absolutely. That is a huge relief.
Massive.
And to the person who mentioned about the domino effect for, that could be it really. This is a big result to take into next weekend's game away at Atletico Baleares. No easy trip, to be fair, going across to I think it's Mallorca, if I remember rightly, but certainly one of the Balearic Islands.
It's so good to see the Malaga players again doing what the famous thing, stand in the middle, clapping the fans, the fondeur, clapping back. So good back. Football's back. Malaga's back.
Do you want to see PSR doing the old whoa, and the fondeur?
How trendy is Pele? How trendy is Pele there? What a trendy man.
Super Bokeh's out there as well. He didn't get sacked, which is nice to see.
How did Super Bokeh not get sacked?
That's why. So applause is all around there. Absolutely brilliant. I cannot wait to talk about this on the pod next week. Roberto scores. Malaga win 2-1. They scored in the first 10 minutes. They scored in the last 10 minutes. Don't know what's going on. I don't recognise this anymore. What's all this about? Paul says, well done again, lads. Great accompaniment to the game, as always. Absolutely
Paul.
Pleasure to do it. And I think it's nice to have all our community in one place. The Spanish commentary probably a little bit more exciting, but there we go from that. And I tell you what, there's somebody who wants to join us again. Feels like we're there now. It feels like we're there as well.
Where's Carl?
brilliant stuff. It's brilliant stuff.
Such an important 3 points, Nick, to get that season rolling, get a ball rolling.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not going to hear you this time. You can try and say something to me if you want.
We love you, Matt Harrison. That's all we
I
need.
love you too. I'll tell you what, actually, again, come on. This is Ryan. He's a Chesterfield fan. His first time here.
Chesterfield and Malaga. Chesterfield and Malaga.
I don't know if I can ask you a question. Do you want to tell me about your first experience at La Rosaleda?
I've absolutely loved the amazing stadium and the perfect ending.
And he did say to me 2 minutes before the end of the game, he did say, Matt, what do points mean? I said, shut up. Shut up. I said, let's wait. So, Ryan, what do points mean?
Ta-da!
I don't know where Carl's gone. I've lost Carl. Chris Marquez is down there somewhere. But yeah, hope it looked good on TV. I will just say, I can't hear any of you. David LaRubia, Danny Lorenzo, they need to play every game for us. They were geniuses. Still don't know who scored the last goal. We still don't know how the goal went in, but
doesn't matter.
It went in.
Doesn't matter.
So I will leave you be. There is a alcoholic drink I am going to drink, which begins with P, and I was going to say rhymes with points. It doesn't rhyme with points, as they won't talking about.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe, yeah. Anyway, hope the live stream went well. Hello to everyone that watched it. Here's La Rosaleda one more time. Beautiful place to watch football. Beautiful place to watch a team get 3 points. Vamos Malaga. Vamos the Kickoff. Cheerio. Hasta luego.
Vamos Malaga.
Gracias, Senor Matt. We'll say goodbye to him there. And we shall also start to say goodbye to you guys as well. It is 10:30 here UK time. If you're watching from further afield, I'm sure it's even later, or maybe even a little bit before. We're not too sure. But thank you once again, Luke Chambers, for joining us for your debut live stream.
Pleasure, mate. Absolute pleasure. The perfect ending. Maybe not the perfect performance, but who cares? 3 points. Vamos Malaga.
Absolutely. And Alex Ashmore, who I'll remind is on mute. Thank you very much for joining us as well.
Thank you. I must say it's a lot easier when Chris does the updates. I'm having to sort of edit the Canva photos and post whilst also having to trying to engage in the conversation that you guys are having. But no, it was a pleasure. And yeah, 3 points. That's pretty good, that.
Absolutely. More 3 points needed. Points mean Pacharan. Everyone enjoy the rest of your weekends. It's a lot brighter when Malaga win games of football. I've been Nick Bell. This has been the Gearycast live stream once again. Enjoy the rest of your weekends, guys. We'll see you soon.